August 12th is bringing us a whole lot of energy, cousin. And if you've been feeling like something is shifting or asking for your attention, I just want you to stay around for a quick minute as I talk about what's going on in the sky and, more importantly, how we can work with this energy. Let me rewind a little bit. Okay. So on August 8th, we experienced the peak of the Lionsgate portal, which is associated with Leo. Shout out to all the Leos out there. The rising of Sirius and the symbolism of 8-8. So this energy represents a time of manifestation, clarity, transformation, and getting very intentional about what it is that we are calling into our lives. Now, while the peak of this energy has passed, the integration period is still very much so active. So what came up for us doesn't just end on August 8th. And now, 4 days after this potent energy portal has opened, on August 12th, we have a new moon and a total solar eclipse offering us new beginnings, even more transformation, courage, creativity, visibility, and authentic self-expression. And cousin, that ain't it. Yeah, there's more. So we have 6 planets: Mercury, Jupiter, Mars, Uranus, Saturn, and Neptune with stretcher calls, the early rising sky offering us hella communication, expansion, change, and focus on responsibilities, as well as increased intuition. And then that night we have a meteor shower that reaches its peak, giving us a sky full of movement. And then we have Mercury forming a sextile with Uranus, so we can expect to get unexpected insights, new perspectives, and a bunch of epiphanies. Like, things are just going to be clicking for us back to back, okay? I just said a lot. I just said a whole lot. But what does any of that even mean? Like, what can we expect from all of this energy? Well, I personally believe that it's a beautiful time to pay attention. It's a beautiful time for us to pay attention to our bodies, the current states of our minds, what is shifting internally and externally. Pay attention to those ideas that keep coming back to us, to those who resurface, because there's going to be a couple of folks who resurface. Paying close attention to the communication with self, with others, from our honorable ancestors, because they're going to be leaving us a whole lot of signs and clues. Again, the aha moments are going to be real. Paying attention to the scents and the sounds around us, paying attention to what it is that we are ready to release and make room for. And don't get it twisted. Just because it's a lot going on don't mean we have to do the most. You know, sometimes the most powerful thing that we can do is actually create the space to listen. So for me, that looks like resting. It looks like writing. It looks like moving my body intentionally. Maybe for you, it looks like creating something. I don't know, taking a spiritual bath. Black Walnut Hall came up. Anointing your body from head to toe, massaging yourself, you know, lighting a candle. Pink and white came up. Getting outside and looking up at the sky, or giving yourself permission to experience self-pleasure as a form of self-care, because baby, let me tell you, around these parts, we do that a lot, okay? And reconnecting with your body and your own sense of presence, whatever that may mean to you, you know, whatever that may mean, let it be intentional. And, you know, of course, if you want to incorporate some botanical care into your ritual, Rebel Assemblage got your back, you know. Our handcrafted botanicals are created to support moments of cleansing, nourishment, alignment, and intentional care. Now, if you are subscribed to our newsletter, you received a 20% off discount for purchases over $50 or more from our curated collection through August 12th. So check your emails, because your promo code is somewhere in there. And of course, if you want to take this energy beyond August 12th, you can join me on August 19th for Sacred Movement, Grounded, and we will create a space to move, reflect, reconnect, and renew. So visit rebelassemblage.com to join me there. There's so much going on in the ethers, in the skies, internally and externally. My prayer is that you create the time to intentionally care for yourself. All right, cousin, until next time, peace.